So have you ever been striving for something and you really have your mind set on a certain outcome, but yet it seems like you never achieve it? Let's say I want to lose 25 pounds and you set that as an expectation, or you change that as an outcome, but yet you never achieve it, right? Well, probably the main reason is you have set an expectation of failure rather than success. Let me say that again. You probably have an expectation of failure rather than an expectation of success. So in order to change your outcomes, you have to change your expectations. You have to believe in the outcome itself and that you could achieve it. My name is CJ. This is Evolve Strong with CJ. I help you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. Pardon me, I have a little bit of a man cold. Yes, I am suffering from a man cold. I haven't had a man cold in quite some time. But I'm going to push through this. I just took some Chloraseptic and I have a mint in my mouth. I'm going to get through this today as best I possibly can. More than likely, it'll be a short and sweet one to the point. So I deal a lot with managing expectations of my clients. That's exactly what I do. And how I do this is I use the experience of well over just under 30 years now of being a personal trainer and dealing with the human body. And I have literally seen and dealt with tens of thousands of individuals just like you. And I've seen, everybody's different, don't get me wrong, but I've pretty much seen the same things play out, same ideas and same results play out based on the belief of the client that walks through the door. Now, I know probably within 1 minute of talking to an individual, within 1 minute, if they will be successful or not. I know that if they reach out to me, that they've already taken that first step. I know they're tired of being tired. And I know that the pain of change now is probably greater than the pain of staying the same. When they look at themselves in the mirror and they see that, they see their belly hanging over their pants, they find themselves playing with their grandchildren, and all of a sudden they're on the floor, but they can't get up any longer. They get up, try to get out of a chair, and they can't do that. Or now the orthopedic surgeon is saying, it's gotten so bad, you now have to have knee replacements, but you have to lose 50 pounds in order for me to even touch you. These are just things that I see and experience every single day. And that is when I know that the pain of staying the same is now less than the pain of change. And if you're reaching out to me, I know you're ready to take that next step, but I'm unsure though, if you are ready to do what is necessary in order to get the outcomes that you desire. Because it's been easier to stay where you're at. Now, I know that life throws some major lemons at you. And I know that when they hit you and you're just being bombarded and you need a little bit of help, I know that is when the pain of change gets worse. And that's when you know that you have to do something. And that is when you come and you seek someone like me or other great trainers out there or other professionals that can help, nutritionists, doctors, all different kinds of professionals in my field that are good and reputable, by the way. And then that is when we begin to instill and manage expectations of what you desire as outcomes. Now, a lot of times, if you need to lose 50 pounds, we have to make sure that you understand the expectation is not going to be probably within 30 days. It's probably going to be more like 3 to 6 months. Now, a lot of individuals want that instantaneous change, but more than likely, you did not gain 50 pounds in a month. It probably took you well over a year, 2 years, 3 years. So now we have to manage that expectation and say that, hey, it didn't take that long in order for you to get here. Now what we have to do is manage and be consistent with your workouts, your nutrition, and your accountability. Those are the three foundational principles of change in regards to your fitness level or weight loss or toning or muscle building. And what I have to do is I have to instill that expectation. Now, with that said, I also instill belief and certainty. And that is huge in regards to managing your expectation. And I try to set that off right up front when you first come in. We discuss what your goals are. We try to understand what your history is like, what your current habits are, and then we build on the foundational habits that you need to form and you need to get rid of in order to successfully obtain your outcomes. And then what we have to do is we have to manage and build on those initial habits. Now, I never ever prescribe a diet. And the reason is you lose out on the learning, you lose out on the struggle, you lose out. If you want the answer right away, you're never going to sustain it. Yes, I can give you a diet where you could probably lose 10 pounds in a week. Absolutely. Because when I have fitness professionals going to a show and they need to cut, guess what I do? But guess what those are? Fitness professionals that have been doing it for years and years and years. So when you come in and you expect everything to be handed to you without learning, you will never, ever appreciate it. And then once you're done with the program or you get to the results, guess what you do? You go back to the old habits. You go back to the old way of eating. You do not become mindful of your nutrition, rather than you just try to take a diet or a pill or a shot. You don't learn the habits necessary for a sustainable weight loss and a sustainable lifestyle. And I've done this for years. Listen, Roxanne Segura came to me over 18 years ago. And within a period of a year, she lost well over 100 pounds. 18 years later, she still has kept 100 pounds off. She walks every day. She does her diet log every single day. She checks in with me on a weekly basis. That's 18 years. Majority of the clients that go through my programming have a sustainable and long-term effect. Isn't that what you want? Rather than a quick fix? Because easy come, easy go. And that is part of the expectation of coming to a professional like myself. And so this is true for anything that you want to achieve in life. Anything. Financial independence, getting better with your significant other, relationships. This is building your business, building your marketing portfolio, cleaning, having a great yard, learning a skill that is money making. You have to change your expectation. And in order to achieve the outcomes you really want. And when you have a professional like myself helping guide you, that's our job. And that's what we help you with. We help you overcome some of the obstacles that we know are out there. And we speed up the process so that you're not having to butt your head, right? And I use mentors and consultants all of the time. And I lean on my team for decision making. And I've actually had to train my own team, like Lisa. She's always trying to come up to me and get an answer from her. Guess what I do? I say, Lisa, you're just as smart as I, and you are more capable than I. What is the answer? I have to do this all of the time for her. But again, it's building that confidence. It's building that decision making. It's building that ability to be confident in the decisions you make and live by them and pivot if you need to along the way. And yes, we all make mistakes. By God, I'm 47 years old and I'm constantly making mistakes. Constantly. It's so funny. If my career is going great, my relationships are in the pooper. My finances are going good. My health is kind of deteriorating because I'm working close so god darn much. My knees hurt. I'm having to pull my toes out. I'm having my fingers are all messed up. I'm catching colds. You understand. It's always one thing or another. But I know that if I focus on the outcome, if I focus on the expectation of what I wish to achieve at that period, I know the outcomes will occur. And so This is a great learning lesson for all of us today. I hope this hits home for some of you. I hope you understand kind of a little bit more about my philosophy. And I hope you understand, that when you change the expectations, your outcomes will occur with what you need and what you desire. Hey, 505-591-4700, 505-591-4700. I'm ready for you guys. I'd love to have you in my programming. Please reach out. If you know of someone that can benefit from this, please share. I'd really appreciate that. Also, guys, if you're on Google or Yelp or trusted social media, please rate us. Give us a good review. This is something that I do for my community, and this is something I'm passionate about. So please let me know that everything's going okay, or give me feedback. I want to hear from you guys. All right. From my heart to yours, remember, start strong, stay strong, always be evolve strong. Later, team.